We're back and we're alive. We're safe and sound. None of us did anything rash, I hope. I know a lot of you guys are still recovering from over the weekend. I know a lot of you guys are still recovering from the heartbreak of the Philadelphia Eagles losing in the Super Bowl. But I want to talk about the silver lining. Sure, I can wallow. We can wallow, right? We can always nitpick how we got here, but the result will always be the same. Have you guys ever seen that show Russian Doll? And she's trying to figure out, actually more so like Groundhog Day. Let's go Groundhog Day. You keep trying to change the result, change your future, but the result continues to be the same. You keep reliving the same play, the same down, the same throw, the same turnover over and over and over in your head. Keep thinking and you can somehow, some way will yourself to a Super Bowl win. But in reality, it just didn't happen for the Philadelphia Eagles. We got to take that, right? We have to wear that. No matter how it went down, we got to wear it because the result is a result. But like I said, I want to spend more time today talking about the silver lining, talking about how, despite being broken down, we can find a way to put this all together. We can find the nugget that will make us feel better about our now and our future. You guys are locked in on Good Morning NFC East. I'm your guy, DeShields II. Smash that like button. It means a lot to me, means a lot to the content, means a lot to JAKIB Sports. The like button is currency in this game. The like button allows the content to move and shake and permeate through the YouTube sphere. Helps new people find the content. You have that power to help new people find content. For you to meet new people in this thing. Y'all know how I love the chats that get spicy. Y'all know that's my vibe. I like to pick your brain. William Stark, good morning. Adam Exploits, good morning. And you're right, William. Hopefully they do learn from this loss. There's so much to learn from this loss. I feel like out of everything that we've taken from this loss, there's one thing that we have to feel good about. What do you guys think that is? Out of everything that we experienced on Sunday, there is a silver lining. What do you guys think that is? What's the most important thing we've learned from that game thus far? Because I already have an idea, but I want to check the temperature of the room. Because this you guys are a part of the show. This platform is just as yours as it is mine and vice versa. So what's one thing that we are unequivocally clear about? Crystal clear. 2020 vision clear. Clear channel. Like, you know what I mean? Visine clear. What's one thing we're all clear about in this game? William Stark says Jalen Hurts improvement. Frank Hall, Hurts is a dog. Okay, you guys are on it. You guys are on it. You're absolutely right. The one thing we took from this game is that Jalen Hurts is that dude. He's him. Not just improvement, William Stark. Not just that he's a dog, Frank Hall, but he's a franchise guy. He's franchise. We saw that he was capable of playing big enough on the biggest of stages. We saw a quarterback going toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes fearlessly, willfully. The Eagles have found themselves a quarterback that does play the position differently than what people are used to, than what people want to get close to. Jalen Hurts is a triple threat quarterback. He beats you with his legs, his arm, and his noggin, his mind. So sure, people like to say he's a dual threat. Mobile quarterbacks can win Super Bowls. He came pretty damn close. But The bottom line is a win is a win and a loss is a loss. So right now that notion still holds true. But I believe he'll be back. Like I said, you saw a guy in Jalen Hurts playing MVP caliber football against the current MVP, the newly minted MVP. So for me, that's what I've taken away from this game. Maybe some of you guys have taken something else from it, but more than anything, you've discovered that Jalen Hurts. Maybe we all knew this already. Maybe some of you guys already knew this, but we're going to lock it in today officially because some people still was on the fence. What we learned from that game is Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC. And he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. I stand on that. I'm willing to argue with anybody. And you know what most people will say when you bring that up to them? That Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC and he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, because originally, prior to this game, I already had him top 7. Borderline top 8, but I already had him top 7, top 6. This performance in the Super Bowl catapulted him to being a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He's the best quarterback in the NFC, without a shadow of a doubt, no question. Really think about what you saw. 27 for 38, completing 71% of his passes, 304 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 103.4 passer rating, 15 carries, 70 yards, averaged almost 5 yards a carry, 3 rushing touchdowns, tied Terrell Davis for most rushing touchdowns in a game. 4 touchdowns, over 370 yards of total offense, completed 71% of your passes, pinpoint accuracy on every third down attempt, damn near every third down attempt, stepping up at the biggest of moments when your defense is not doing their job. You're carrying the running game. You're throwing receivers open. You're putting the ball in places where only the receiver can get it. You played damn near a perfect brand of football outside of the fumble. The fumble mattered. But like I said, we're not going to spend too much time on the negative. The reality is he did fumble. It resulted in points. But he ended up going into the second half 24-14. So in my mind, he made up for that fumble. In my mind. Could you have gone into the half maybe 27-7, maybe 31-7? Sure. But the bottom line is you went into the half with a double-digit lead, 24-14, made up for the fumble. I can live with it. There was only one mistake made in the game, and that was the fumble on both sides of the ball. Patrick Mahomes, between both quarterbacks, there was one crucial mistake, a big mistake. Some may say damning. Some may say paralyzing, but Jalen Hurts wasn't paralyzed throughout this game, you guys. That's what we have to realize. Out of this game, what we took was that we had a franchise quarterback in Philadelphia now. We have it. Who played big on the big stage. Let's break it down. His deep ball. What? Jalen Hurts throws the best deep ball in the NFL. The most accurate, the most pinpoint, the most catchable deep ball. Did you saw the deep ball he threw to A.J. Brown? He threw him open. He put it in a place where only A.J. Brown could get it. You see, a guy like Jalen Hurts, his story is truly something to behold because no one expected, nor did they want him here in this position, playing in the Super Bowl. He lost. He lost. The reality is the reality. He lost. But he did something. He played at a level that no one feasibly had predicted for him. Maybe some of us did. I know me personally, if I'm being completely honest, prior to the season, I didn't know we was going to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to act like the vision was clear for me. I knew Jalen Hurts would improve. I knew he would get better, but I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think we'll be saying, yeah, Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now. I didn't think that. I had a feeling. I knew top 10. That's one thing I knew. I knew he would improve to being a top 10 quarterback, but he's improved to being top 5 in the NFL to me. And he's the best quarterback in the NFC. He's better. He's better than Dak Prescott. He's better than Kirk Cousins. He's better than Kyler Murray. He's better than Jared Goff. Need I go on? He's better than Justin Herbert. I said it. Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Justin Herbert. Notice what I said. I said quarterback. I didn't say a better passer. I didn't say none. I didn't say who throws the ball the furthest. I didn't say none of that nonsense. To me, this is my opinion. Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Like I said, he's better than Justin Herbert in my opinion. He's better than Kirk Cousins. He's better than Jared Goff. He's done things Josh Allen never has done. He's better than Geno Smith. He's better than Trevor Lawrence right now. He's better than Tua Tagovailoa. He's better than Russell Wilson right now. He's better than Derek Carr. Better than Daniel Jones. Better than Davis Mills. Better than Matt Ryan. He's better than Mac Jones, Andy Dalton, Dak Prescott. Need I go on? Frank, he says, I'm confident he would have led the team to a game-winning or game-tying drive if that flag wasn't thrown. You may be on to something, Frank. You may be on to something. Williams says Hurts isn't phased. He will work better to be better as Kraft. He will work to be better as Kraft. Absolutely. You see, Jalen in his post-game interview, I think Gio, the podcaster, asked him a pretty good question, asking him what can he take from this game, and what can he take from this game that he can apply to future games. And that basically everyone experiences different kinds of agonies. It's how you respond. And Jalen Hurts knows how he intends to respond. That's what I love about this kid. I'm 28. He's 24. He's a grown man. That's what I love about this grown man. This young brother. That's what I love about him. The will, the desire to get better. The will, the desire to take his game to another level despite the result. I feel he will be saying the same thing even if they won the game. But they lost. And we have to live with that. But you have to be able to take something from this. We as supporters, we as commentators, us as warriors of the Philadelphia Eagles, we have to be able to take something from this situation. What can we learn from this? There are other aspects of the game that I felt we didn't necessarily commit to who we were. There was a moment, but regardless, Jalen Hurts committed to who he was. Anytime the Eagles needed him, he didn't fold. He didn't crumble. That's what you need in the franchise guy. That's what you need. How many other quarterbacks in this conference, in the NFC, that we can think about would have crumbled in that moment? That have crumbled. I've never seen someone learn from their mistakes the same way Jalen Hurts does. You guys tell me. Williams says Hurts has such a tough mentality that those other quarterbacks don't have. You're right. You're right. It's something about the way he approaches the game. It's more than just the numbers. It's more than just the athleticism. It's more than just being able to squat 600 pounds. It's more than that. It's something you can't measure. But like I mentioned, he proved with his Super Bowl performance, he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL and the best quarterback in the NFC. His throws to Dallas Goedert were pinpoint. Pinpoint. He threw the football in the mailbox. You follow me here? Like that man was delivering dimes in a phone booth. You dig what I'm saying here? I'm sorry, Jeff. I think he's better than Herbert. I'm sorry. I think he's better than Lawrence. I'm sorry. Some of you guys may say, this is what they always say, you guys. They always say, well, Jalen doesn't throw the ball like a Trevor Lawrence. He doesn't have the arm talent of a Justin Herbert. He doesn't throw for 5,000 yards. That's what they say. He's not those guys. Jalen Hurts makes the quarterback position look a little different. He plays it a little different. And look, Jeff, I'm not coming at you. This isn't really for you. It's not really for you. This is just something that I hear. This is what people say. Now, if you prefer a certain type of quarterback, maybe a certain play style. Let me see. I didn't see Jalen, Jeff. My bad. My bad, Jeff. My bad. My bad, Jeff. Hey, listen. This is what you guys are here for, to hold me accountable. My bad, Jeff. My bad, my bad, my bad, baby boy. Walk it like you talk it. My bad. My bad. Didn't mean to go off the deep end on you. But like I said, this isn't for you, really. Jeff says, Pat, Joe, Jalen, Josh, Lawrence, Herbert. Okay. I like that. I like that. I like that. Again, my apologies, Jeff. I was reading it a little too fast. I saw Pat, Joe, Josh. I don't know why I don't know why Jalen didn't register in my brain. But Jeff, I think that's a pretty solid order. I think if I had to put it in order, that's something I would agree with, at least today, right? I can agree with that quarterback ranking today. Right? So, like I said, when you look at the throws he was making, the pinpoint accurate throws that Jalen Hurts was making when it mattered the most, when the pressure was at its highest, he was delivering mail. He was delivering mail. Are we serious? Oh my God. He was spitballing them things. Really consider where he was fitting the ball. If the ball was a centimeter or two too high, too low, too much to the left, to the right, it's an incomplete pass or an interception. Jalen Hurts has proven he can make all the throws. All of them. Not just he can make all of them. Jalen Hurts has proven he can make all the throws on any stage in football, on the biggest of stages, on the smallest of stages. That was his best game of his career because of the gravity of the moment. He didn't flinch. The third down efficiency, remarkable. Truly something to behold. Did you guys know most of the third downs he converted was with his arm? Like that 3rd and 14 to Dallas Goedert. Oh my God. Was that the best throw of the night? Was that the best throw of the night? Let me ask you guys this, because we saw a lot of throws. Was that pass to Dallas Goedert on 3rd and 14, was that the best throw of the night? Northeast says, I don't get this notion to compete who's under the better pocket quarterback. Hurts is athletically gifted and an athletic sport. He's smart and athletically gifted, and he utilizes it. Absolutely. You know, people try to condemn him for utilizing his athleticism. You think you want him to stand there like a statue, knowing damn well he can run? Hell no. But what I saw was a quarterback that was willing to throw that ball, willing to run that ball, whatever it took. But he made it a point that I'm going to win this game. Matter of fact, I'll put it to you this way. If the Eagles would have won that game, it's a big if, and we're not playing revisionist history, they lost, and we're going to live with it. But I just want to have a thinking exercise. If the Eagles would have won that game, right? Jalen Hurts would have won that game with his arm, right? Would you guys agree? If that game ended up going in the Eagles' favor, would you say Jalen Hurts won that game with his arm or he won that game with his legs? Because we all know what people usually say about him. The first thing they always say, oh man, he can run, and he's also a good passer. Also, no, he's a great passer. He's a great runner of the football. In my opinion, Jalen Hurts proved he's a great passer. He can make all the throws. Did he win that game? If they would have won, hypothetically speaking, would you have said he won that with his arm or won that with his legs? Jeff Walker says, I think the AJ pass, he threw him open in double coverage. There's a picture where AJ had to go get that, and it dropped perfectly in his hands. Beautiful. You're right. There was a brief moment where you thought AJ lost the ball, but then he found it again. Trent McDuffie couldn't recover. Eagles fan 76. My question is, did the turf nerf the pass rush? You rarely just run free. You mostly you mostly end up beating an offensive lineman by turning the corner faster. I saw players making the cut to the quarterback and slipping down. You're right. That was something that was very strange. The turf, the NFL should be embarrassed. The NFL should be embarrassed about the product they put out there. Right? They should be. To your point, I don't want to sit here and blame the turf because both teams played on it, and one team ended up getting it done. The other team didn't. So I don't want to blame the turf, but as an aside, that turf was the worst I've ever seen in my life. But here's the thing about Jalen Hurts that stands out more than anything, and then we're going to go to a break, right? There's a couple more things I want to touch on with Jalen Hurts before we go to break, you guys. So follow me here. I appreciate you guys for locking in on the content. Make sure you smash that like button. You guys are locked in on Good Morning NFC East. I'm Tone DeShields II. If you guys are just hopping in on the content, I appreciate you guys for waking up with me. I know it's not going to be a lot of you guys locked in because the season is over. But a lot of you guys who truly love the game of football, who truly love football talk, will stick around for the now and throughout the offseason. You see, the offseason isn't for the faint of heart. The offseason is for the people that's entrenched. They neck deep in this thing. So you guys that are here, you guys are special breeds, rare breeds. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. You guys that are rocking with JAKIB Sports throughout the summer, you guys that are locked in on your football throughout the summer, even in the midst of basketball season, you guys are the real MVPs. You guys are the football nerds, the football savants. You guys are the football psychos. So let's get through this together. Like I said, a couple more points I want to drive home before we hit this first break. Like I said, Jalen Hurts has proven he's the best quarterback in the NFC and the top quarterback in the NFL. Well, a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, excuse me. Top 5. Not only is Jalen Hurts throwing the ball significantly better, not only is Jalen Hurts throwing the ball much better, he's now beginning to start to accumulate or pad that resume. Slowly but surely. Winning a Super Bowl was not the easiest thing in the world. It's not easy to get there. Some things have to go your way. But when you have a quarterback that can throw the ball like a Patrick Mahomes, when you have a quarterback that can perform and throw the ball and carry you like a Jalen Hurts, you can beat damn near anybody. You can beat damn near anybody. But like I said, not only is he throwing the ball significantly better, he's beginning to slowly but surely pad that resume. His first year as a starter. Excuse me, you guys. His first year as a starter. Pro Bowl alternate. Now, he didn't actually play in the Pro Bowl or make the Pro Bowl, I don't believe, because he was an alternate, barring any circumstances. But he was a Pro Bowl caliber player in his first year starting. So that's that. But they don't really count Pro Bowl alternate on your resume. They don't count that. But what they do count Pro Bowls when you actually make it. Jalen Hurts is a bona fide Pro Bowler. He was the best quarterback in the NFC all season. Second team All-Pro. Like I said, not only is he throwing the ball better, he's beginning to pad that resume. Second team All-Pro in the 2022-2023 season. Second team All-Pro behind Patrick Mahomes. He's a Pro Bowler. He was the MVP runner-up. They don't give out awards for that, but he was the MVP caliber talent this season. He has an NFC championship win. And he has a Super Bowl appearance. These things matter. You want to know why? Because they matter to other quarterbacks. When they bring up Patrick Mahomes' success, they bring up the AFC Championship wins. They bring up the Super Bowl. They bring up the Super Bowl appearances. They bring up the obvious Super Bowl wins, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to bring up the Super Bowl appearances also. We're going to bring, when they bring up Joe Burrow, they bring up the fact that he won an AFC Championship. So when it comes to Jalen Hurts, we're going to bring up the NFC Championship. As far as I'm concerned, Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow have the same resume. As far as I'm concerned. We're not going to make excuses about what happened. The result was the result, you guys. If you guys noticed, I haven't made not one near excuse this entire show. For as long as you guys have been here, I haven't made not one single excuse. The result was the result, and we got what we got. You live with it, and you take something from it, what you can, what you will. But what we will not do is make excuses. That's what we're not going to do. I'm not living in that world. I'm not playing that game with anybody. We will not make excuses. We will not move the goalposts for the Philadelphia Eagles when we hold other organizations to the same standard. Matter of fact, I like that topic. Let's push that to the next segment. But like I said, I want to drive some points home. Not only is he throwing better, the resume, second team All-Pro, Pro Bowler, NFC Championship win. It's a big deal. So say what you want about his play style. Say what you want about him being a dual threat quarterback. Say what you want about him maybe not having the same arm strength as a Justin Herbert or a Josh Allen. Say what you want about that. But he's done things neither of those quarterbacks have done. He's gotten to a Super Bowl. He's won a conference championship. You follow me here? When was Justin Herbert considered to be an All-Pro? When has Josh Allen made it to a Super Bowl? Okay. So say what you want about his play style. There's more than one way to play this position. Any other position in the NFL, we say, oh yeah, he's a route running wide receiver. That's his style. He's more of a route guy. And then at the wide receiver position, you got, oh, he's more of a speed guy. Go routes. That's his thing. And then you have the possession guy. Yeah, he runs great slants. He gets you those short to intermediate yards. There's different ways to play the position, and he's only going to get better. But one thing about Jalen Hurts that's unequivocal that you can't say, despite the result, he's a winner. He wins games. The Philadelphia Eagles went, let me make sure I got this right. The Philadelphia Eagles went 16-2 with Jalen Hurts on the season. 16-2. Not bad. Not bad. And you lost to the GOAT, one of the GOATs, the baby GOAT. And you went toe-to-toe, blow for blow. You did everything to win that game. Hey, you got to live with the results. And you respond, the way he responds to adversity, the leadership, you can't argue with it. You can't. So this is what we're going to do. Let's take our first break of the show. I've been cooking with you guys all morning. So let's take our first break of the show, you guys. You guys are locked in on Good Morning NFC East. I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II. I have some things I want to broach with you guys going into the next segment. Excuses. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about, did Nick Sirianni forget who he was in the second half? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the Eagles coaching situation. Shane Steichen, Jonathan Gannon. We're going to discuss that as well. We're going to touch on a few things, but make sure you guys locking on the content. Smash that like button first and foremost. Continue to remain engaged. Hold each other accountable in this live chat, okay? Like I said, I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II. This is Good Morning NFC East. I'm filling in for Jeff Kerr. Keep it locked, you guys. We'll be back right after this.